I think it's not unmuted. There you go. I think we are actually live. Fingers crossed it's going to behave. Because it appears I am still having the same issues, which is not ideal. Right. Oh. Let me go and post that I am live. Finding new level. That work? Yeah. Onza. Don't ask, because I don't know. Okay, cool. Right, let me start. I'll just load up a new save file. Hop over to the game. Hopefully. There we go. Right, so I will just awkwardly hover on this lamp for a moment. Hi, Pilka. How you doing today? Hi, honey. Hi, Leslie. How you all doing? Yes, Honey and Leslie, you are now both officially in the credits for this. As of earlier today. The supporter list is now up. The start of the tester list. Let me show you. We hop back to the main menu. Credits in alphabetical order. I'm aware it's a tiny window. Yeah. Bonehilda here. And Honey there. And then, yeah, playtesters are down here. Why are you thanking me? I'm thanking you for supporting me. Hi Zoe, second time did it. Yeah, my camera... Well, I don't think it's my camera. I think my camera is fine. So when I start the streams, what's happening is OBS is not seeing the camera, or it thinks the output of the camera is black, even though I've got a like preview thing on the camera that shows that it's outputting. The device that is capturing the video from the camera says that it's capturing, and I can see the preview. But for some reason OBS isn't seeing it. And yeah, basically I just have to keep turning OBS on and off, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I have just updated OBS though, so maybe that will fix it. Fingers crossed. Hi Mads, how are you doing today? Has a will of its own. Apparently, it has done some very strange things over the years, to be fair. But yeah, so there's been a few little changes. A few things you may or may not have noticed in game. Hello, MJ Goblish. Nice name. So first is the diegetic progress. So you notice the thing in the top left of the screen that used to say like books complete, sections complete, whatever, is now diegetic, is now in the level, right? We now also have this little progress bar, tiny little progress bar at the top, which is partially transparent, that every time you update, like every time you correctly place a book, you see it pops up and gives you an indicator of how far you are, and then goes away again. Thing. That is also always present, always full in the pause menu. Just so you know, just slightly simplified. Right, let me show you another cool feature. I'm just going to intentionally place some of these in the wrong place, just to make this easy to show you. Okay, so before, when you tried to pull a book off a shelf, my day is good, thank you, Goblish. I had a very slow start to the day. For those who are unaware, I'm chronically ill. And sometimes, seemingly out of nowhere, my pain flares up really badly. And it is almost always worse first thing in the morning. So I will wake up and be in a tremendous amount of pain. And sometimes the act of getting up and moving helps. But usually when it's really bad, that makes it worse. So my kind of test in the morning is when it's bad, I will sit for about half an hour to see if it calms down, and then get up to get a coffee, because that's my test of like, okay, how bad actually is it today? Because if, having already got the coffee, it's not calmed down, I know it's going to be a bad pain day. And that was very much today. So I was very slow moving this morning, but it meant that I got the new patch out for the game, so that's something. Thankfully, I had no plans for today, apart from watching the football tonight, so all good. Mads, you're doing good. Weirdly enough, it's so much warmer in the mountains than back home. Interesting. At least you're going to get a tan. Please don't burn. And you should probably be trying to avoid tanning. But yeah. With the progress bar. Is that you like the progress bar, honey? Bill Darius. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Congratulations. You doing anything exciting? Yes, sorry. So with the books, it used to be that when you went to pick them up, it would just do this. So it would just try and like snap them into your hand. So clearly that's still the case when it's just on the floor, right? But before, when you tried to pick a book from the middle of two books, it would like bite the books on its way out. Whereas now, you ready for this? You ready? You ready? You see? It's small, it's quick, it happens fast. I'll do it on a different book. See? You see? Just a little thing. Just a little thing. Makes quite a big difference though. Yeah, so there's a few frames where it slides directly off the shelf and then into your hand. Just to help avoid collisions. It also just looks more natural, you know? Picking a book up off the shelf. What game am I playing? This is my own game, Goblish. It's called Bookly, and it is free on itch. It's multiplayer, which is a good point. If anybody wants to come and join me from the community, happy to send you over codes. What else did I change? Oh, you can no longer place books through the bookshelf. I don't know how many of you noticed that. Yeah, there was an issue. Also, please don't be asking how old people are. If people volunteer it, fine, but otherwise don't ask. But yeah, so you can no longer place it through. There was also a bug, weirdly, where you couldn't land a book on a bookshelf. So they could start on a bookshelf, but you couldn't throw a book onto a bookshelf. Like a name, there you go. But now you can. Because of how the physics was working, they got, like, projected off the bookshelves. That's now fixed. Yeah, just thought I'd show you some of the stuff that's come out in this patch. I'm pretty pleased with it. It's been lots of little changes this patch, but just helped solidifying, because I wanted to make the game as stable and flowing as it could be on the first level before we started making the second level. So you notice that you can throw them on shelves now. Yeah, it was just how the physics was being handled around the bookshelves. But yeah, this is much better, in my opinion. Still lots to do, but we're yeah, it's feeling more game-like. And I'm a big fan of diegetic. Everything where possible. So I like the fact that there's this. So eventually this will be like a sign hung on the door rather than just like a billboard. I will also make an actual door at some point. I was very tempted to make the door before I released the patch. And I'm like, I can't keep just delaying this patch. So yeah, I probably need to set minimum size for the bar. You'll be back in 5 minutes. No worries. Also, those of you joining on the Red app, do let me know what you'd like me to call you. Yeah, progress, I think. But yes, so I'm happy to let you guys play. Let me just open up a network game. It's going to be a pain. Ooh, you've been sat in the sun, my dude. You are very warm. Huh? You gonna get into bed? The hammock bed. Oh, you're gonna just sit and judge me. Yeah, let me set up a host. Yeah, there's been a few other kind of behind the scenes changes. I've mentioned most of the stuff in the patch notes. Not all of it, but most of it. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. It's, I think, ready for a new level. Because yeah, as we discussed previously, my plan is to design a few levels. Design a few levels for like function first, right? But rather than making all the levels pretty, I want a few functional levels. So like this isn't particularly pretty right now. I mean, it's just not pretty right now. Everything's made of cubes, but it works, right? So I want to build up a little bit more content, which I think is a second functional library is enough. It depends. If I get in a flow, I might add another one. Yeah. So I've got an idea for a second one. I mean, I've got an idea for like 30 levels. Do I need book title suggestions? Yes. I do. Feel free to pick me up. Also, please do let me know any... There you go. There's another player. That is Leslie. What was it saying? Are you asking which programming language? C#. Yeah, so this is all in Unity and C#. You're going to ask how I came up with so many book titles. Well, so they're all in groups of 10, so it's like 10 of the same one. But I looked up a list of the most popular genres of books. And then for each of those genres, I looked up a list of the most popular books in those genres. And then I picked some that I knew and made spoof names of them. And then I picked some that were clearly popular, but I didn't know. And I had to like read summaries about the books, try and make names of. Though some of them I've completely forgotten. Oh, also book stealing should be back in. Yeah. Thanks. No, you can take them back. I was just proving a point. But yeah, so some of them I don't actually remember what the joke was, and some of them I want to change. But we'll get there. Does anyone know what a trebuchet is? Yeah. It's the like catapult. right? I mean, there's a bunch of games that I play that have trebuchets, or that I used to play that have trebuchets. I think probably the most famous example, like popular example, would be they use trebuchets in Lord of the Rings, right? In the Siege of Minas Tirith, I believe. But they also use catapults. I don't think so. Oh, yeah, that's something I wanted to check. Sweet, okay. So I have checked all of this in multiplayer already. But it's surprisingly difficult to self-check multiplayer. So as much as I can kind of run samples of stuff, it does behave differently when it's real networked.
We all want to help one another.
Nice. Okay, I'm glad this is working. Yeah, also welcome, Damien. How are you doing today? Right. I'm just gonna... How are we gonna do this level design? Just use something like Notepad. Not Notepad.
We all want to help one another.
Paint, right? For argument's sake. Right. Do I have a screen for paint? I do. That's obnoxiously large. Oh, no, stop. Where's paint? There it is. Unlock. Make this much smaller. There you go. Now you can kind of see both lots of what's happening. This is very janky. I can only apologize. You get the idea. You get the idea. Professional streamer, right? What game am I playing? This is called Bookly. It's my game. Hello, Angel. Hello, Lover Girl. Nice name. What would you both like to be called? Right, so my thinking was to make a... That's going to need to be much thicker. To make a longer, thinner level. So good level design, like good level design progression. I definitely remember how to use this program. Is that you should contrast levels where possible, and you should try to only introduce kind of one new thing at a time, give people a chance to adjust. Now, am I British? I am indeed. I highly doubt it. Glass in. I have never beat up anyone in my life. I'm about the least aggressive person you'll ever meet. Yeah, so our current level is like, you can see that was pretty right, yeah. So our current level is like this. So it's very big and open. So for just argument's sake, we'll mark things. So we've got an exit, and then we've got very poorly drawn sections. Right. Label them though. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. This is so daft. I'm enjoying the challenge of trying to write this way though. Painful. think I used to do all my drawing this way. Yeah, so, and I think this is like 7 meters. 7 meters, I think. But so, for contrast, what we now need is something that doesn't have open space. So we need sections that are different lengths, different sizes. So at the moment, all of the sections are the same bookshelf. So we've got 2 heights, right? But they're the same width. So I can introduce a different width, which then also introduces different series lengths. So if a bookshelf is half the width, then it's only going to be able to fit 5 books rather than 10 books, which is a new feature. So I'm kind of introducing 2 new features at the same time, but they're linked. Make sense? So that's the kind of feature introduction, and then the level introduction is working around a thinner level. I sound too soft-spoken. Thank you. Hi Shadan, how are you doing today? But so my thinking is to have, yeah, like a much longer, thinner level. But I think for this to be fun, it's going to need some shape contrast. And that's the challenge that I'm currently trying to decide what the best way of doing is. Because you know, you also want the design to be aesthetic to a library. So my current wondering is whether we have multiple corridors of some description. So it's trying to make this make sense within the context of it supposedly being a library / bookshop of some description. So my current thinking is maybe to have some kind of slightly larger space at the front. Like so. Let's call this 3 meters by, for argument's sake, let's just make it not square. So we can put something in here, and then I think there needs to be a split somewhere. I'm trying to decide whether to have different heights. I'm good, thank you, Shadan. I'm exhausted, but I think I'm good. I'm glad you're well, though. What have you been up to today? So yeah, my thinking is either something like that, you know, like a corridor that's like long on each side, but in different directions. Because you could have like small stairs down and small stairs up. Or what you do is you have this style of thing, right? Where you have a second long section. And again, you could have slight stairs up and slight stairs down. And then you've got 3 kind of narrow corridors to be navigating. So in order for this to feel like it's suitable contrast compared to this, because at the moment, you know, if you go from here to here, right, that's a 7-meter walk. So for this design to work, you need that length to be significantly more than 7. So you imagine you find a book here, then what you want the goal is like, oh, well, it might be that I have to do, I should probably be using a different color. It might be that I have to do like this sort of thing, you know, and you need that length to be more. because otherwise it's just like obstacles rather than level design. An alternative. Arthur, will you please not stand on my keyboard? Thank you. You're back. Welcome back. Hi, Arthur. Can you not get in the way, please? Yeah, another option would be to, if we have this long corridor down the middle, oh, I'll tell you what could be fun. What if you have... Okay, so if we have our entrance, our smaller entrance here, halfway down the corridor, we have a staircase. I'm leaning quite hard on the staircase mechanic here, which really wasn't my intention. Also, this can't be... I don't think this can be 1 meter. I think this would have to be 2. I think this needs to be 2 for this to work. That can be too wide. Okay, so we'll pretend that this is 2 meters. Which then, I guess, makes this 4. So we make it lopsided, which we could. Anyway. But what we could have is we could have then... yeah, we could have like a platform there and a platform there. Right. Also, for those who are just watching the stream and haven't played the game, I added a new little animation to the completion thing today. It's subtle, but I like it. Yeah, he's up in his little bed. I don't have the cat cam set up. I probably should get it sorted again. But yeah, so we could have stairs halfway, so it's like walk down the first bit of the corridor, and then there's stairs down, and then there's more. So we've got a half step down to the back. So what I'm picturing is it's like a bookshop slash like a small library. That's kind of sandwiched between other shops, and then the rest of it needs to be on other stories, right? So you could have then a longer staircase of indeterminate amount here, but enough to go up a full story. And then the same thing here, but going down. I'm just gonna draw this. So for argument's sake, this is going up, this is going down. And then at the other end of this, you could have more books. So you could do... So you could either then just do other shallow corridors like that. Or you build rooms. Okay, so what you could have... Right, why do we do contrasting spaces? So... okay, so upstairs we could have a small-ish room. So that's call this A. I can't draw. Call that A, and then this is B. Right, and then what would we want in B? So we've come in, we've gone down the stairs, down the kind of half stairs. We've gone to the end of the corridor. We've turned left. Right, visualize. Right, so we've got to the end of the corridor. We've turned left. We've gone down the stairs. What do we want to see at the end of the stairs? Maybe we could have it as a, yeah, I mean, you could have a box room. If you come down and it's another corridor, I feel like maybe just keep it simple and have a different shaped box room. So I'm picturing something like this. What colors were we using? So this is our exit. And it was green for the sections. Right. So we would have, let's say, one section here, and draw this inside. One section here, one section here, one section here, one section here. We could make this potentially make this lopsided. So if you had this as, is it larger? You had this as being also, if anybody has any questions about this or suggestions, do just say. Otherwise, I will just keep talking nonsense. Oh, why is that reset? Right, so this is a 1 meter gap here. This is like where the desk would be. And then this is the larger section, which would say be 2 meters. Right. And then we have that as one section. And then behind the desk as another section. Right. And then A, we come up to A, and we've got we're going to do this. Probably section. Oops. Section. Can I do straight lines on this somehow? Section, section, section. And then we need. So it's going to be like 4. Tell you what, why don't we just have them on a central column? Right, so this is ground, this is first floor, this is -1. So ground has 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. Sorry, is anybody following this at all? Right, and then we come down. We've got one section here, one section jointly there, one here, and then we can double this. So what we end up with, there's got to be a better way of me drawing this. Right, I'm just going to put a wall here just to make this easier to understand. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that gives us 14 categories of 15 that there are currently. That works nicely. We don't even have to try and come up with any new categories. And that's got us a thin level spread over 3 stories. I wasn't gonna do stories on the second level, but I feel like this design is interesting and I can picture it. Don't know whether to stick with this or not. How would we build a 1-story long level without it being boring? You'd have to have an offshoot. So you have your long corridor, and then well, to be fair, rather than doing a long and thin level, you could have another level that's just like cramped is the vibe. So you've got your room and you go forwards, and then there's the stairs, and then you have like another slightly larger room, and then you could have stairs. I'm gonna use the same thing. Stairs that take you down to a room that's like under this bit, right? Sorry, so much of this planning is me designing, like picturing all of this in my head. So you go forwards down the corridor, down a little step, you come out into kind of the main library, and then either side behind you are little stairs down, a kind of little cubby that's under the first set of stairs. Come out into the main section, then so I'm almost picturing like a kind of reception. Sorry, I keep putting my hand in my mouth. I'm picturing like a reception kind of surround table here, and then shelves like that way to the left. So you come down and there's reception on the right, there's shelves to the left, and then ahead of you is another staircase that goes up. This up. But I think only on one side. So I think like this would be a wall. There'd be like a wall here. And then there's stairs here. And then this, right, so if I draw a much smaller example of this. So there's a wall here, stairs up, and then this extends the whole way round. I don't know what this is. To be fair, that could always be like a... Then you could have one section that's here, that's half size, full size, probably full size, full size, full size. Then you've got one that's just that. And then you've got these two, and then these two, and then you'd have, and then one here, and one here and here, and then down here you'd have one that's like across this bit, either end. And then one on either side. And then you could also have, like we've got here, probably like this side here, and then front and back. Quite a lot of sections. Hey cars, come see my new game. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's 19 sections. Apart from it would be more than that, because you probably want to something like here and here, right? And here and here. I need to find a better way of kind of collapsing sections or grouping sections more efficiently. These are both fun level designs. I think I might just have to make both of these. I'm trying to decide which to do first. I think this one is going to be the first one that we came up with. This one is going to be much simpler to make. The disadvantage being we have two full-size staircases, which is not ideal. I'm actually going to play a little bit while I sit on that. Goodness me, Leslie is smashing it. Halfway, I joined just as you get exactly halfway. And just claim that I did all the work. Oh, you completed the section? Yeah. You enjoying the section animation? In the zone. Did I make this? Uh-huh. Yeah, I did all of this. Any particular sections? Can I just pick up wherever? What's it called? It's called Bookly, and it's free on itch, and it's co-op, as you can see Leslie bouncing around. 12. You know someone who might like to play it? Yeah, go ahead. It's there to be played. I'm just in the process of trying to figure out what design to use for the second level. Link. Sure. Let me go grab a link. Should probably have. Probably have had it set up on a command, but hey ho. Where are we at? Nearly managed to throw it into the shelf. Oops. Was that you triggering? Yeah, it was you triggering this time. That was me triggering this time. Being helpful. Here we go. All right, calm down. You're just completing everything. Abby. Yeah, don't worry. I'm aware that there are still bugs in the game. Like, if there's anything that you spot though, even if you think it's really obvious, please do just say. Just stay still for a second. How did I do that? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. That's a bug that no one apart from me is going to spot. One sec. Just adding that to the bug. Whoops. Also, when you throw books, do you think that they should throw from where you're holding them or throw from where you're looking? Because at the moment, if you're holding them to one side and you throw them, it throws from the side. Whereas the question is, instead of throwing kind of diagonally that way, when you throw something, should it pull it to the center and then throw it directly forward? Because otherwise, if you're stood like here, it goes to one side, which feels counterintuitive, even though it makes sense. From the side towards where you're looking. I mean, that is technically what it's doing. But then the issue is, if you really lean into that, what you end up with is crossover. Yeah, I mean, it's not just like straightforward. Like if I do it at long range, you can see that it is kind of going towards the point. Like it measures the distance to the point and tries, but then physics, you know, it just ends up colliding with stuff and never actually making it. That was a good throw. I mean, if you want it to be more like direct to where you're aiming, that's doable, but the problem is you will end up with a lot of times where it just seems to go across the screen rather than forward. I tried that. Some of the sounds are really loud. Yeah, you can turn them down. Some of the sounds are really loud in the stream. Oh, sorry. Let me turn it down. Trying to get it to exactly 20 and failing. Oh, boink. Thank you. Fully just taking credit for yours. Right, where's the last Moody Monster book? On a shelf somewhere. No. Moving blind. Yeah. Hey. I'm also really enjoying the fact that it seems, since I introduced the new level bounds mechanics, no one has had issues with books not being there. So as much as I thought the previous one was working, we were all having missing books. And I don't think anyone has had a single missing book since the new system. So the new system, I think I explained it before, it's like a two-part. It's both a much more hardened placing of the books to make sure that not only are the books always in the level when they're placed, but that every book is placed. So it will try placing the books in various stages, and if it hasn't placed by the end of all the stages, it just starts again. It never gets to that point, but there's now like a hardened making sure it is placed within the level. And then on the off chance that any of them get out of bounds, there is now a new, better version of the out of bounds check. Because yeah, the first one I did was using up quite a lot of, like, it was checking too often, and it wouldn't scale well when there would be a lot of books in the level. Whereas the new one scales a lot better, it's a lot more efficient. It's all the sort of stuff I've been doing in the background that you don't really notice. But the net result is it plays smoothly. It plays like this is just a really small demo, right? But it just, like, at this point, I feel everything just works. There are so few bugs now. You know, there's like the text kerning doesn't work correctly at a certain distance. And when the text is too small, if I can get, yeah, can you, sort of thing that people might not notice, but can you see how there's like slight boxing around some of the letters? Barely noticeable, but it is there. That needs fixing. That's about it mechanically. All the other stuff's like visual changes that need adding. I'm pretty happy with how stable everything is. Taken a lot to get there. I mean, this has turned into one of the most complex projects I've ever made, just because I've been trying so hard to make sure it's not buggy. Hey. Yeah, it's cool. And hopefully some of you are enjoying it. Right, my timer did go off though, so if nothing else, I should go and get Go and get some more drink. Yeah. And then I guess we should probably start thinking of some funny book names. Book series spin-offs. I'm really excited for some of the book series. You know, I'm going to take my break. I'm going to go get another drink. We can discuss when I get back. I will be back in a couple of minutes. Be right back. Hello, Annie. How are you doing today? Yes, my breaks need to be short and swift right now, because otherwise Clock app will throw a hissy fit again. It may well already do. I may have already been for a break for too long. We will see. Loud, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm excited to make some more levels. We will see how valid or not they are. I think the plan that I was coming up with today is good. I think I will probably just build that first level I started. Not necessarily because I think it's the best design, but just part of why I wanted to make this game was because one of the frustrating things I found with the kind of inspiration game was that there was only one level. And as far as I could see, there didn't seem to be any plans for a second one. Which I get. But yeah, I mean, this genre just felt like with this, it just feels like having more content is a good thing. So before I get too locked down into trying to prettify stuff, I just want to make more. So I would rather make both levels than be like, oh, well, this level's better, so I'm not going to make the other one. It's just like, ah, I'll make both. Because as long as the levels are functional, I can worry about making them pretty later if people are fussed about that, you know? No complaints. Glad to hear it, Annie. Alright, what was the other section? The, like, snacular. Oh, that's another bug, is currently the held item VFX post-processing, that's the word. The handheld item post-processing stack is currently slightly different. Which needs fixing. Because it means that sometimes you pick up books and they look a different color in your hand, which isn't ideal. I think I know how to fix it. I think I've got a good guess for how to fix it. But I want to try and do it in a way that's not just doubling the work of the computer. There's one advantage of developing this on my laptop, which is what I have done entirely so far, is that I get to constantly check how performant everything is, because if it runs on my laptop, then chances are it will run on most people's computers. Am I going to do a garden-themed level? The short answer is yes. I have level plans for a lot of levels. It's how long I keep developing this is really the question. So as long as I am engaged in designing this, as long as there are people playing it, I will keep making content. But so, you know, ADHD brain, if my interest in this project wanes, it is already stable enough that people can play it. Great. It's free, so also great. It's co-op, also great. In terms of more levels, if I get bored, I can just step away. But if people are actively playing it, it helps keep my enjoyment of the game going. It helps that kind of dopamine chase. So as long as I am enjoying the project, I will keep making levels for it. I will keep making more content because there's no reason not to. And yeah, as I said, my plan is to try and build a few levels to introduce the different features to everybody. Because there's more features than just the ones I've got now. That's... This is on the bug list, by the way. Don't stress. But so that's technically in my hand right now. Yeah. Enjoy the book file. I'm definitely helping, right? But yeah, I'll keep making content while I'm still enjoying the game. Problem is, there's also other games that I want to make. But yeah, if people are playing this, I'm happy to keep designing for it. And I literally just mean if people are playing it and enjoying it. Like, even if it's just people from the community that, like, message me to be like, oh, I just played it, it's really fun. Like, it means a lot, you know? I really don't need people to be buying it, hence putting it up for free. I enjoy the process. Like, as long as I am enjoying the process of making it, and people are enjoying playing it. I fully have just ventured into over-explaining now. I will put up. Nice. Okay, now here's a question. Leslie, can you finish the level? There's something I forgot to check. I don't think so. You shouldn't be able to. I want to see what happens if you do. Try and interact with the black. Press E on the black. Nothing. Okay, cool. Good. You shouldn't be able to finish the level. Yeah, cool. Go. I was going to say go us, but go you. Go you. How many times have you finished this now? The door is open, though. It should be. That was in the bug fix list. Oh, interesting. I forgot to check that that was working. I programmed it, but forgot to check it. I can open and close the exit. That's fun. Yeah, see, this is why I need to make more levels. I need to make a larger level specifically. I was almost half tempted to, like, jump forward and make one of the bigger levels. I don't necessarily need to build them in order. Yeah, I think another simple level and then start doing some of the other features. Some of the features don't really work for this level so much. Or my note taking. I really enjoy the names of some of the people on the clock app. I forget that the clock app like announces sometimes when people join the chat. I get to see people's names. Some of them are very funny. Yeah, that's just... I mean, Leslie, you'd be the person to ask, but like, what's the next thing that you would want from this? Because to my mind, more levels feels like the obvious next step. Because in terms of bugs and features, like, it is pretty bug-free. Really, just putting the books away is the core feature, and that's now pretty stable. More levels for sure. Cool. Cool. Does mean I need to come up with some more book series. I have to start venturing into the fictitious books. Happy with where we're going. Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely at a point where I can take suggestions now, because I will need a bunch of... leave myself somewhere. I presume you left. Yeah, we need a bunch of book name suggestions, or a bunch of different genres as well. So they can even be references to books that I've already referenced, as long as the titles are different, if that makes sense. You left now. Yeah, I was just checking. I didn't accidentally boot you somehow. Yeah. I'm excited to build a level, because I think I can... There's a couple of assets I'll need to make. Really just the bookshelves, actually. think everything else can just stay the same for now. Yeah, I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. Yeah, I've got a few different bookshelves that I need to design. And then that's it. Make the bookshelves, make the level. One of the things I've been toying with is whether to do taller bookshelves. Because, I mean, at the moment, the reach is pretty far. And I've been wondering about whether to make that shorter. It's like the fact that I can place a book from kind of all the way back here is kind of daft. But it's then how high can I reach? You know? I mean, to be fair, I think even if you just did one that was like, what, 2 shelves taller? You know, it doesn't even need to be a nice interval taller. Because currently these are 1 unit tall and these are 2 units tall. I don't even think you'd need one that's a full 3 units tall. I mean, then maybe that would make sense. You always go up to the bookcase. Yeah, me too. But I mean, that's what I was meaning is like, does it make sense to just reduce the distance? Because this feels too far away. Which that does mean if I reduce the distance, our vertical reach will decrease. Which I don't think is necessarily a problem. It does just mean that it caps how tall a bookshelf can be. Without like a ladder or whatever, right? Also, side note, you know, I was playing Outbound? That's what it's called. Outbound. The like camper van game before I started making this. They've added fishing to it. I like fishing in games. So, very tempted to give that another go. I also we never did anything outside the first level of that. Like, we spent however many hours on stream playing it and never made it past the first level. And there are 5 levels. There's a bunch of that we could stream at some point. I just feel like my attention has been very locked into this. Been very locked into this because I don't want to just ditch the project because I'm enjoying it. And my music. I feel like I've just been bouncing between the two. Yes, adding music to the game is another one that should probably be done sooner rather than later, just in terms of polish. There's also no placement sound, no pickup sound, sorry, which I think I think there should be. Oh, I am happy with that animation though. It came out really nice. So there is already a music player, Leslie. I have already designed that. And there will be like music per level as well. So I have the start of the first theme, which was supposed to be for this level, but we will see. Yeah, I don't know. It may just be a case of like having generic music for now. Maybe a menu theme, and then generic music for the levels. But yeah, ideally it would be nice to have music themed for each level, right? And maybe some sort of ambient music scape to kind of tied in between. Hi MJ Goblish again. How's my Wednesday going? Oh, you followed Gravitas. Hi. How's my Wednesday going so far? It's going good, thank you. Going good. I've just been showing, we've just been play testing first level of my latest game again. After today's patch, it is feeling much more stable. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. Yeah, building a second level definitely feels like the obvious next step. I think I will just go with that first. The first one we designed on stream today. As I mentioned before, I had a level plan for kind of walking players through the different features and like the different sizes and the different ways of sorting. And this level was supposed to be level 6 and was the first non-tutorial style level. So all of the other levels were specifically to introduce core features and were all much smaller, like actually small levels. And this was the first one that was just, okay, here's a level, go do it, right? And yeah, the design that we were working on stream, I think technically would be, if this was 6, I think the design that we were working on would technically be level 8 of about 30 that I had the basic idea for. Any plans for later? I'll be watching the football later. Yeah, I'm not super into football as a general, but you know, it feels like potentially quite a momentous thing. Don't know what my hair is doing, being wild and free. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably be watching the football later. Because, yeah, potentially history in the making, right? Potentially. Although, certainly plenty of drama around this match online. What about you, Gravitas? How's your Wednesday going? What are your plans? Yeah, I think I will probably, Leslie, I think I'll probably try and stick with stuff with categories being color themed or pattern themed or etc, etc. But what I might do, what I will inevitably have to do is have multiple sections that share colors. So at the moment, you know, you can see that kind of these two are very close to each other. You know, dubiously this is, you know, it's like white, gray, black kind of. But yeah, so that there is going to have to be some kind of crossover. So it might be that there's 2 different red sections. But yeah, we'll see. I'll play it by ear. Yeah, because I mean, even in these, some of them there's like slightly more variety than there should be, and others there's not as much as there should be. A time, right? Cool. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, I also added deletes to the save files. Felt quite an important one, like, because now it's like, oh, all of my save files are already complete. What do I do now? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Presuming that's... Okay, interesting. No, I know exactly why this is doing that. But what's... Yeah, there you go. Now it's updated. presuming it's not going to have done it for this one as well. Okay, wait. Argument's sake, the one that we just did. Yeah, okay. Okay, interesting. So that's because I changed how the save files worked. I'm not sure how I get... Yeah, so there is save validation. So if the save file doesn't, isn't correct, it will, self-delete, basically. So there's a recovery system for recovering stuff where it didn't save correctly, or it saved the wrong version. There's already a recovery system set up for that. But there's also, if it just can't fix it, it will cleanse the slot. But what's interesting for this is this was because I changed how the shelves are behaving so that they behave consistently between levels. Which meant that some of these shelves effectively are no longer the shelves that it thinks that they are. So this was complete. So I had completed this, but the save file no longer recognizes this shelf as this shelf. It now thinks it's a different shelf. Does that make sense? So the books are physically in the correct place, but the save file doesn't recognize them as being placed onto the shelf. It's interesting that it's... Did I swap some of these sections around? I did. I moved some of the sections. Or these sections are wrong somehow. So the white ones are going there, the grey ones are going there. Wait. Interesting. I didn't realize when I rebuilt that I put these two sections the other way around. Oops. I mean, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Confused myself for a moment. But yeah, so having the project ballooned up to like more than 10,000 lines of code, I think after the big refactoring thing, I think I'm down to under 10,000 now. Still a lot of code for fairly little gameplay. I mean, I'm still pretty happy that there's an hour of this. Like, for most people, this is taking them about an hour to play through, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm excited to build the other level. Or the other levels, because they will all be larger than this. I think even the smallest level after this will likely take at least twice as long. So yeah, it really just sounds like I just need to crack on, make more levels. Yeah. No time like the present, I guess. Right, so what I'm going to do on that note, just knowing what I still want to get done today, I'm going to actually stop streaming here. Not because I need to. Like, my voice is actually okay right now. I'm going to go and work on my music. I am going to try Animal Attraction in the style of the new song to see if that works. Because if it does, then I can start finally building a set list so I can get back to doing some live music. hopefully that test won't take too long. After I've done that test, my plan will be to come and start building the new level on the Discord, so you can come and chat, and or watch, depending. I'll probably sit and like make the bookshelf assets and stuff first. But yeah, I'll definitely do some of the level design, either on stream or just in Discord or something. But yeah, for the time being, I'm going to go and work on some music, just because I want to keep projects churning. I feel like we're kind of at a pause with this. I don't just want to start replaying Bookly. I don't want to start playing a new game. I'm very much in a productive headspace right now. So yeah, I'm going to roll with that. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of day. And what day are we today? We are Wednesday. I think my only appointment for tomorrow cancelled. Yeah. Yeah. I may stream again tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah. Thank you all for a lovely stream. Keep me company. I hope you are enjoying the game, those of you that are playing it. And yeah, I will see some of you in the Discord, no doubt. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you all soon. Now.